What's up, everybody? It is Thegoal60 for Thursday, May the 10th, 2018. So yesterday we had a really good day. We went 1-0 on our B-bet, and the Orioles got it done for us after the first night giving up 15 runs. They come back to last night and only gave up 3. So that's about as good as you can ask for. And that right there proves once again about baseball, how it just flip-flops. You know, teams get in streaks, and then you have days or series like this one where the first day was completely opposite than the second. But that's just another reason why we like the sport. Now today we don't have any plays, but I will go over all the unofficial plays with the 4-game series that started up today. Before I get into the new plays, I'll talk about the 4-game series that's still going on that we started on Monday. So this is the 4th game, and this is a prime example of why I made the 4-game series a parameter to stay away from. So the Giants, after sweeping the Braves that we had over the weekend, they turned right around and they've lost 3 in a row to the Phillies. Now the Phillies are a good team. The Phillies have done well for us this year, but overall the Giants should have taken care of the Phillies at least one game so far. They have not. They have been favored in 2 of the games and an underdog in 1. And all 3 games have just got slaughtered. Last night they lost again. I believe it was 11-4. And now they have to head into their 4th game looking to get that win or at least stay within range. I didn't see a price yet, but I just want to talk about that. And that is a prime example of why I made that parameter. Now, 4-game series, that would open up a lot more opportunities for us with the systems following them as far as those being official plays, but there being such a risk. As you guys know, we obviously take on a lot of risk from game 2 to game 3. And we've had 5 losses this year with that series, with a 3-game series. So can you just imagine what it would be like going from game 3 to game 4? You could have half of your bankroll sitting there going up in one game to win just a unit. So that doesn't make sense. And that is why I changed that. Now, if you did something on your own, and I've actually thought about this before, is some kind of variation. Maybe something to where, even in a 4-game series, say you chase the first 2 days, and you look at, after the second day, even if you lost it, you didn't lose that much. We're talking maybe 3 units, something like that. It's not that big of a hit in the overall scheme of things. Some kind of variation to where the 3rd and 4th day maybe, start over with the chase. And that way you don't have such a risk. And if something were to happen, they do go to 4 games. Yes, you would lose, but you wouldn't lose near as much. So it's all about, lowering and taking away the risk. And even if you won in the 3rd and 4th game, yes, I get that you may be down a couple units over the entire series, because if you took the first 2 days, let's just say for fun's sake that you lost 3 units combined the first 2 days. Just throwing that number out there. Well, let's say you turned to a 3rd game and started over. So you were looking to win 1 unit in the 3rd game. Let's say it hits, or really either day. Let's say it hits on the 3rd or 4th game. Well, then you get one of those units that you lost in the first 2 days back. So you would actually be down 2 units. So it's not bad at all. And I've thought about doing that variation, and I've actually thought about running the data and seeing what it would do even on our 3-game series. See if that would be worth it, because when we do take a 3-game loss, it is a large chunk. You guys know that. Right now we're fighting back to get to where we were before because of that. So there is ways to change this, and that's one thing about this. I try to be as, obviously as transparent as possible and give you everything that I have, and that way you can take it and change it and modify it and see what works better. And all I ask is that if you find something like that works better and that you have had success with, bring it back to the group. Like, show everybody. That way we're all in this trying to make, have fun, but at the same time, we're doing this for a reason, right? So, look at that, and that's the community side of what we've set up with this thing. And if you find something like that works out better, make sure you point it out to us. So with that said, now I'll get into the actual games that are starting off today with a 4-game series. So the first one I want to talk about is the Twins at the Angels. Now currently the Twins are at .473, while the Angels are at 0.540 on the RPI scale. You look at price, you would obviously look at the Angels, and the Angels are at minus 151. So it does line up perfect. It's just that 4-game series that, knocks it out from being a play. The next game we'll look at is Atlanta at Miami. Now, Atlanta, just got finished playing the Rays a couple days. Actually, I do think it was a 2-game series, and Atlanta won both of those. So they're on a roll. They're on the road down in Florida, and now they just go down a little bit further. It's not much to travel as far as looking at these teams traveling on an everyday basis. Going from Tampa to Miami is not that big a deal. And it's also not far away from Atlanta compared to some of the travels. San Francisco's on an east trip right now all week, or all last week, and back and forth. So Atlanta is 0.549, while Miami's at 0.485. So you'd obviously look at Atlanta, and they are at minus 122. So another price right there that would be, right in the range to take if it wasn't a 4-game series. The third game is Milwaukee at Colorado. Now, Milwaukee's been playing pretty decent. Colorado's been playing pretty decent. That may be a pretty good, series to watch. Milwaukee's at 0.497, while Colorado's at 0.527. So you look at Colorado, and they're at minus 155. So as you can see, the first 3 series I've talked about, there has been a good price on all 3. So it would definitely be there for the taking. The 4th series is St. Louis at San Diego. Currently, St. Louis is at 0.522, while San Diego is at 0.485. So you look at St. Louis, and once again, we have a good price, minus 151. So it's right there around that 150 mark. As I've talked about before, if a series is over 150, as long as it's, within reason. And what I think is within reason is no more than 160. I always say 150, but that is kind of a cutoff. If a team is 151 with these lines moving up and down like they do, it could very easily go down. It could also very easily go up, but I usually adjust it just to take those gains just a little bit and then come back. Now, there is another series. Actually, there's 2 more series to talk about. The first one is the Reds at the Dodgers. Currently, the Reds are at 0.446, while the Dodgers are at 0.502. You look at the Dodgers, and they're way too inflated. That is still a public price, in my opinion. And I'm a Dodgers fan, so they're a big public team, and they get priced with that. And right now they're at minus 188, so that's what disqualified them, being so heavily priced. And then the final 4-game series that starts today is Washington at the Diamondbacks. Currently, Washington is at 0.523, and the Diamondbacks are at 0.564. The Diamondbacks are in the top 3, so you would look to take them. And there's just not a price listed so far. So I don't know what that'll be. If you are interested in that series, make sure you're watching for that price, because they haven't let out anything. No total, no money line, no run line, nothing. So good luck with any of those if you decide to take those. I've gave you the reasons why I don't. But tomorrow I look for that. I've said all week that I wasn't going to do anything this weekend. And last night after the win, first half of the week we went 4-1 in A bets, 1-0 in B bets. It's looking good. So it's going to be tough to set those out, and we'll make my decision today. But I really think that for the system, for the vlog, I need to watch it and just kind of sit on the sideline and see what happens. But as far as me, I want to play it. So we'll just have to see how it goes, and see what games are available, and move forward from that. Now, if you have any questions or anything, always feel free to hit me up. I'm always open to talk about these things. Always open for suggestions as far as the vlog goes or the systems go on anything. So I appreciate you watching today. I appreciate you taking your time. Make sure you like and share the videos, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Good luck.
60% of the time, it works every time.